Hello, everyone. Welcome to a breaking edition exclusive of Wrestletalk Radio. I am CJ Matthews with breaking news of what happened at 3 Dub Pay Per View T5. It was a great show. I will give them that. However, I have two tragedies to report. At the pay per view, Tyler Ace showed up. He was in the press. He was in the skybox. But he was also assaulted and attacked by Ewan Taylor, Dan Cross, Paul Logan, the Manchester Wolves attacked Tyler Ace at 3 Dub Pay Per View. The leader of this group, Ewan Taylor, I'm sorry, forgive me, but I know I'm supposed to be impartial when it comes to things like this, but these cowards. Ewan knew that Tyler Ace was going to be by himself. He knew that him and his group, his wife Rebecca, other members, Dan Clark, Paul Logan, Lloyd Carr, showed up at a 3 Dub Pay Per View, viciously attacked Tyler Ace, knowing that he had no backup, knowing that Manny was in Mexico, Johnny was in Florida, and Tank was in Japan, across the ocean in Japan. He had no backup, and these cowards attacked him. And then they sat here. Then after that, with an exclusive, which will be played on Friday, he sits and he said that he had this coming. So my question to you, Ewan Taylor, if you knew you had a problem with Tyler Ace, why couldn't you just deal with him man to man? Why did you have to bring your group with you? Why did you have to bring Dan Clark, Paul Logan, Lloyd Carr? Why did you have to bring those guys? He said, stayed out of challenge. UK Pro Wrestling is having a pay-per-view in Scotland where he threw out a challenge to Tyler Ace to get 3 other people to team with him in an 8-man tag match. And that's not all. In Mexico, around 6 p.m. time, Manny Ortiz was shot in his hotel room by a former host of this show, Jerry Evans. He came to the hotel room and he shot Manny Ortiz. This is a trying time. I know in this business it gets crazy now and then. We do crazy things, but the last time we did something like this, it was when Brock Thornton, another former radio host, murdered Big Money Blake in a hotel room in Georgia. Then he turned the gun on himself. Now now years later we have to deal with the same thing. I mean, he's rushed to the hospital. He's in critical condition. Now I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. But don't worry, we'll speak more of this on Friday, but at Wrestletalk Radio. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, I am supposed to sit here and talk about the pay-per-view that was spectacular. That was a hell of a show, especially the match, especially the main event match. I mean, people that showed up, the stars, and showed up, especially one of the Tyler Ace was there to watch the pay-per-view, but to be viciously attacked by those cowards from England, Ewan Taylor, by those cowards who attacked him at a concession stand and left him laying in his own blood, knowing that he had no backup. This is not just, this is disgraceful. And I hope, anyone out there, I hope that when that day comes, when that pay-per-view shows up, I hope somebody who's willing to stand by Tyler Ace's side go kick those four asses to make a statement that this was despicable. And as far as Jerry Evans is concerned, you put a bounty on this man. That failed. You brought in the Australian psychopath, DB, to come in and try to put a beating on Manny. That failed. Yeah. You get to commercial break. We'll be right back. We're back. Now, the situation with Manny Ortiz. This is a tragic, tragic time in the world today. The fact that Manny was shot in Mexico by Jerry Evans. He was picked up and arrested, brought up on charges for attempted murder. He might be going away for a long time. But that's not it. This man has a family. This man has a wife. This man has a child. Whatever issues you have with this man, there are better ways of doing it. But you don't try to take this man's life. I know a lot of people, anybody who knows Manny, who knows a lot of in Tyler Ace, I know these guys, they can be difficult at sometimes, especially Manny, when he puts his hands on people. I mean, that situation with Trey Jeter, where he flew to California and physically assaulted four security guards to try to get his hands on Trey Jeter for attacking him, and he was suspended in weeks. But he was in Mexico in his time during the tour. He was in Mexico, and he ends up getting shot. His career might be over. Yeah, he might not even live. His life could be over. Might I mind you, Jerry? And I'm talking to you, Jerry Evans. Might I remind you, everyone in the world, this man has a family. This man has a wife. This man has a child. And the fact that it could all be taken away from them, that his little boy could lose their dad, and his wife is pregnant, expecting second child. I mean, this is a trying time. This is a terrible time, and especially with this COVID-19 situation going around, it's terrible. It really is. So I will speak more of it on Friday. But once again, Tyler Ace was viciously attacked by the UK Wolves at a 3-dub pay-per-view, and Manny Ortiz was brutally shot by Jerry Evans in Mexico while he was doing CWLL pay-per-view, not pay-per-view, a wrestling show. In Mexico, he was defending, he was going after a title, and he was also defending his Caribbean championship. he was gonna wrestle the champion Parker, but never, because he was shot. Thanks to Jerry Evans. Ladies and gentlemen, out there, I ask that you pray for these two. Hope they make a recovery. Because this is a tragedy. One man can lose his career, lose his life. He might die. But I will have more updates on Manny Ortiz on Friday at our normal Wrestletalk Radio. And I will have an update on the condition on Tyler Ace on Friday on Wrestletalk Radio. Here, this is a pay-per-view special, a 3-dub pay-per-view special at 3-dub. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm just out of it. I feel that it's a shame that this had to happen to Manny Ortiz. It's a shame that the fucking coward, Ewan Taylor, picked his spots to attack a guy who doesn't deserve that. Like I said, if you have a beef with the man, there are better ways of dealing with it. Well, see you on Friday, everybody.